I absolutely love visiting New York City. It's a place unlike any other, and there's so much to take in. Whether I'm visiting the bright lights of Times Square, walking across the Brooklyn Bridge, getting a close-up view of the Statue of Liberty, paying tribute to the 9/11 Memorial, eating my favorite tacos on earth, visiting some of my favorite restaurants, grabbing a famous Brooklyn pizza, or taking a walk through one of Manhattan's beautiful parks. This city just continues to amaze me. But there's one famous place that I've always wanted to visit and just really never made the time to do it. And that's going up to the top of the iconic Empire State Building. On this trip, I'm staying at the Martinique, a Hilton Curio Collection property, only a short 3-minute walk from the Empire State Building. I'm here for work, and since my room isn't ready at check-in, I want to finish up some emails in the lobby and start my lunch break with a visit to Zaytinya, a Jose Andres restaurant nearby in the Ritz-Carlton lobby that focuses on Greek, Lebanese, and Turkish cuisine. Surprisingly, it was just as good, if not better, than the original one in Washington, D.C., which happens to be one of our favorite restaurants there. I still had a little time to kill, so at the last minute, I did decide to check that box off the bucket list and buy a ticket to visit the top of the Empire State Building. There's really two options. You can go to the 86th floor, or pay a bit more and have access to the 102nd floor observatory. I didn't have much time, so I opted for the 86th floor ticket, which ran me exactly $51.18 with tax. Now, will this be worth it? Well, let's find out. The Empire State Building was finished in May of 1931 and stands approximately 1,454 feet tall. It certainly holds a significant place in American history and pop culture. It's an architectural marvel that symbolizes the resilience and ambition of New York City. For history buffs or those interested in the building's rich past, exploring its Art Deco interiors and learning about the time period during its heyday is well worth it. The interactive displays paint a perfect picture of what New York City life was like back in the 1930s. Could you imagine being a worker 1,000 feet up on those steel beams back then? Yet so many people took part in this project that it only took 1 year and 45 days to complete. It was the tallest building in the world once it was completed and instantly became a popular destination for tourists to capture stunning photographs and take in never-seen-before views of the city. Tourists like myself are still flocking here today to get those amazing views, but many corporations and businesses call it home. And of course, the building has played a huge role in motion pictures, but none bigger than the classic King Kong. One of my favorite parts of this exhibit was this room, which absolutely made you feel like you were inside the building during the movie. Really, really cool. The number of famous celebrities who have visited the top is impressive. Just about everybody you can think of.
You see those hot rivets flying through the air? Nice catch!
Along with the King Kong attraction, my second favorite part of this exhibit was the elevator ride to the 80th floor. The top of the elevator creates a virtual reality type feeling as you're ascending during the original construction. My ticket allows for 80th and 86th floor access. The 80th floor has an impressive exhibit and is entirely enclosed by glass windows. First impressions are, yeah, this is pretty damn cool. I'm going to be taking lots of pictures. Now, unfortunately, the weather didn't completely cooperate for me. Cloudy, cold, and off and on rain in early May is not ideal, but you have to make the most of it. The view looking down towards Lower Manhattan never gets old. Once you circle around, you are guided to another elevator to take you up 6 stories to the 86th outside observation deck. Definitely a better spot for taking pictures because you don't have that window glare. Now this is how I imagine the top of the Empire State Building. I would suggest that you have a really good grip on that iPhone or camera that you're going to use. You can just catch a little glimpse of Central Park in the distance. There's also a great view of nearby Bryant Park down below. I would imagine this experience would be completely different at night. In fact, I think it's even more expensive to do it at night. But if you've actually visited the top at night, be sure to comment below and tell me about your experience. I'm sure Times Square would just look amazing. Also, please comment below and let me know what you think about the quality of this video footage. Because this was a last-minute video, I shot this entire video on my iPhone 13. Personally, I didn't think it turned out too bad. Well, my time here has run out, so it's time to head back to the elevators. And I must say, the ride back down had some pretty cool effects, but not as impressive as the one going up, though. And to no one's surprise, in order to exit, you must go through the gift shop. So did I think it was worth it? Yeah, absolutely for me it was. But I think it depends on one's personal interests, priorities, and overall experience that they want when they visit New York City. It took me about 10 visits to do this, but I would highly recommend it.